Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. We're taking a look here at Solana, seeing what's going on. This has actually done very, very well. It responded perfectly off that $54 mark as we were talking about earlier as a potential bouncing point. Okay, so again, even though it didn't dip all the way down here to fill that fair value gap, or actually correction, the lower liquidity level, we are definitely seeing the price action recover nicely here. So fantastic stuff here. We're going to talk about that. We'll jump into the back end data here as well, kind of see what's going on. And just to quickly preface, if you are new to the channel, thanks for watching. If you want a really fantastic, phenomenal exchange, use my link down below for Bitunix. No KYC, no VPN required, $5,500 USDT newbie benefit bonus. So awesome stuff. Check that out. It's a phenomenal exchange. Extremely nice. They actually have trailing stop losses, multiple take profit targets. A lot of things that we actually use trading bots for are right built into the exchange. So check that out in your own time. And if you are new to the channel, again, thanks so much for watching. Please hit that like button, subscribe and follow, and hopefully we can get your education on, right? Get you to learn some things here. So let's jump into the back end here, talk about liquidation. So there's not a ton of new liquidation levels in the last 24 hours. It's starting to stack up a little bit more here at $50. That's kind of that lower liquidity level that I was talking about earlier that could be swept. Hasn't yet. Keep in mind, we're still moving into resistance right now, and it's not 100% likely that the price is going to just shoot up to $60 or more so 70 to break that most recent high. There's nothing really like in the charts telling us that. We are technically fulfilling our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pattern here on Elliott Wave, which does imply we should see an ABC pattern. If this is the lowest point A, well, then we should see a B and then likely a C down here as well to essentially create two lower lows and a lower high. Okay, so just know we are due for further correction to the downside. This could just be that little bit of a bounce before the price action pulls back. Again, this is not 100% probability, it's just a possibility, okay? So please know, put that in the back of your mind. Solana may still correct itself. In fact, you look at larger time frame for Elliott Wave, it does also imply we could see even further downsides, almost as low as 37 to 42 to 48 range, okay? I don't think we're quite going to see that because we got some decent amount of support, but if we do lose this level here and we close below, just say 58 today, then there's a decent chance we could see continuation to the downside. But truth is, we have this doji candle here, so let's go ahead and just pull this up so you can kind of see. We got this nice little doji candle here, so you can kind of see what's going on. This is actually indecisiveness. That's basically what it implies. If we get a couple of doji candles in a row, that'd be disadvantageous, but generally speaking, that's a positive sign here, letting us know that the price is unwilling to go lower, but it also could go lower, all right? So try not to trust that completely, but that's never truly a phenomenal sign because it does kind of tell us there's indecision. It's good in the sense that the price pulled back and now we have a doji that could instigate a reversal to the upside, okay? Again, that really just tells us there's not a whole lot of commitment one way or the other because the price has fluctuated and ended in the same place it started, okay? If we take a look at the moving averages though, daily time frame here is still looking good, okay? There's no stark reality here telling us that the price action is going to just pull back and yank to the bottom. It's telling us that we're still on the right side of the tracks. We're honoring this ascending trend here. In fact, let's go ahead and, sorry, I zoomed out. Let's go ahead and pull this back here and just make sure we extend this out a little bit further so we can pay attention to it. This is a nice little ascending trend. We're still on the right side of the tracks, okay? So daily is still confirming bullish. The 4 hour, of course, this is where this false positive comes into place. I don't love this when we see this here, but generally speaking, we got this previous resistance turn support turns resistance at about $58. I'm rounding up a little bit. $58 is a point of contention. We've seen a lot of liquidation at that level previously. Open interest is accumulating at that point. This is kind of its average true range in the last couple of weeks. Or more so, I think this is more so about the last week of trading. In fact, if we take a look at the volume profile, you can see the largest amount of volume in this most recent time frame right here at about $58, okay? So 58 is a point of contention, right? Well, if we take a look down here at the moving averages or correction, the price action where the RSI is below 50, we can see that the price being under 50, that's a bearish sign. It's typically not a great sign. And the money flow index coming down, those are not always the greatest things to see when you're trying to buy into a long position. So to me, even though the price could very well continue higher, I'm going to wait on the sidelines for full-on confirmation before I buy in here because there's a decent chance 58 could reject the price and the price could come down because we're resisting underneath 50 on the RSI tentatively. Again, this line here, right there at 50 on the RSI, is very similar and synonymous with 58 on the price action, which is that desirable range, okay? So why buy right in smack dab in the middle? Why not wait until the price goes up or comes back down? Again, the fact that this could just be a false positive leads me to believe that we're better off waiting. Okay, again, just my friendly advice. If you are, a Solana head or whatever the case is, and you really want to just take a long right now, you can, but I wouldn't recommend it just because it's a little premature. We don't have confirmation. Keep in mind, Bitcoin is still wavering at the 36,500 mark. And with it kind of hanging out right there, trying to break through that little resistance level, until that happens, we don't have confirmation, right? Again, Solana isn't 100% reliant on Bitcoin, but it certainly makes a big difference, okay? We probably wouldn't be here right now or have seen this if it wasn't for Bitcoin selling off. Because again, when coins overextend themselves, they eventually align themselves with Bitcoin. Crowcoin did that a couple years ago. We can see it consistently with a lot of other coins too. Just know that this isn't like a tried and true, perfect situation. Last but not least is the cloud here. Let's go ahead and confirm this. Again, I have instructional videos on how to use the cloud. People ask me all the time. Just go ahead and search for it on my channel. But the way to understand this here is that the lagging span is intersection with the price action. That's not a good sign. Okay, and basically just implies that whatever position you decide to take, you should wait to take that trade. Okay, so ultimately that's not a good indication of buy long or sell short. Conversion lines below the baseline, that tells us there's momentum to the downside, so there's still potential for the price to continue lower. Furthermore, we're still below the cloud here as well, which is traveling really close to that $58 mark. So the price goes sideways, etc., and just naturally comes above the cloud. In 24 hours, we might have a better situation on our hands. Right now, as is, you're trying to fight uphill. You're basically trying to swim uphill by trying to take a trade into a resistance level. Okay, so to me, this being its average true range, I don't like to buy at those places. I like to buy when the price is at an outlier of sorts. So my speculation is the price might come up here to reject off one of these levels here to kind of essentially give us that indication that we are due to reject one of these Fibonacci retracements. The most sensible one is 0.5 on Fibonacci. That is the most common area to see the retracement. And if so, $61, as proven in the past, is going to be that level. That's a point where we have to either soundly close above with some extreme amount of volume, or we're going to reject out and we're going to come back down to fulfill our lower low somewhere in this range here. So to me, $51 makes a lot more sense. I'm going to consider a short in this level here. So what I'm going to do is just add an alert closer to $61, right about 60. The price comes up to that level and things are looking kind of, blow off for Bitcoin, for example. It might be a good consideration to short into that. Again, I think it's too early for a short and way too early for a long. That's just my personal opinion. Again, what are your thoughts? Why don't you comment below, let us know. Love to hear it. It's really cool to see a lot of comments in these Solana videos, and I deeply appreciate you watching too, obviously, this far. If you fast forward to the end, shame on you because you're skipping out on some really good knowledge and things you really need to understand. So just keep in mind that this is it's not a perfect scenario right now. Okay, even though it seems all happy times. We bounced off a key level support. We're not there yet, guys. I'm sorry. I regret to inform you, we do not have full-on confirmation that we've broken bullish, and we're still tentatively more so bearish than the potential for the price action to break up. We got a lot more resistance in our hands than support, and that's the key takeaway there. All right, folks. Thanks again for watching. Again, check out our exchange here, Bitunix, phenomenal exchange. Tons of newbie rewards if you use my link to register. We're going to have trading competitions with them soon. No VPN, no KYC, and if you want to become a better trader, jumping over to our Discord. Thanks, JC. I appreciate that. And yeah, you can kind of see we just took a nice little gal along there 4 hours ago, 28%, got in at 20.245, and we hit 0.26, looking for our next target there. Again, awesome stuff. Congrats to our community members. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. Thanks again for your time. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.